And I'm Lindsay.
And we're the Game Forum.
This is episode 10, and we're going to take a look at our hopes for the PlayStation 5. So, to start off, we're just going to talk a little bit about the stuff we do know, and then we're going to start expanding out into the stuff we don't really know. I definitely can tell that we're going to have a lot better graphics in the next gen system. A lot of this new ray tracing technology, I think, is really going to fundamentally change the way games look in a very drastic level.
Yeah, the SSD is really going to open up game design. The whole bottleneck that Mark Cerny's been talking about with development and stuff. So it sounds like it's going to be really easy to develop on the PS5 as well.
And I think we would all love a lot lower load times. I mean, Red Dead killed me sometimes. I'm like, oh my god, this is taking forever.
Yeah, that was a pretty ambitious game though for a PS4. So I will give them that.
Oh yes. But I think we'll start seeing a lot more stuff like that be a lot more common on the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
I guess turning to its ecosystem as well, I'm assuming that the PlayStation 5, at least its architecture as far as user interface goes, is probably going to be fairly similar to the PlayStation 4.
I hope so.
I don't really see them changing up a lot of stuff. I have to agree with you. I hope not. I think the PlayStation 4 is really easy to navigate. I like the folders option and then always putting stuff closer to the front that you use more often.
Yeah.
It's just very intuitive, and it was just an evolution of the PlayStation 3 cross-media bar, which was also nice.
Yeah, I really like the blocks from the games, the apps and stuff that you can have on your media bar.
Mm-hmm. I guess getting a little bit further in from that, then they haven't really confirmed anything, but I have my suspicions that we will be seeing a PlayStation VR 2 at some point soon. If I had to bet before, I would say either at the end of this year or summer of next year, we would see an announcement for it.
Yeah.
And then maybe see it holiday of next year. But with all the delays going on, I'm not sure what might happen out of that. But I guess getting a little into the VR too, I would definitely assume much higher fidelity screens in it. Definitely different controllers, since I think the PlayStation VR is definitely confirmed to Sony that there's a lot of interest in VR. I know they just kind of used the Move controllers as a cost-saving mechanism, and they worked fine, but I think having some analog sticks at least would be the bare minimum for a new controller.
Yeah, and to be fair, I think with Sony, when they released the PSVR, they were using tech from the PS3, to work with it. So they could have done a little better, but I also feel like they were just kind of dipping their toes. But hopefully now they're fully in on VR, not so much as just like a cool toy.
Yes. So I'm very excited to see what kind of integration with VR they end up doing on this next system. I guess getting into some other things, what's some other stuff you'd really like to see out of the next PlayStation, Zach?
So they have somewhat half announced the backwards compatibility. And there was that, of course, photo that Mark Cerny brought up where it had, PlayStation 4 Pro, the PlayStation 4, and the PlayStation 5 talking about the different legacy modes. But then there was that section down below that could have fit PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3. So I'm assuming that they're holding on to that for later, possibly a May reveal event where they go full on out. And one thing that I noticed is that when Mark Cerny was on stage in March, he was talking about how with the PS3, they had put a PS2 inside of the PS3 for it to play the PS2 games, and how hard that was and how expensive that was to do.
I remember there was the motion engine.
Yeah. So he was very candid about that, very honest. He didn't confirm nor deny any more to the backwards compatibility other than what was being brought up, which was the PS4. So if they weren't able to do PS1 to PS3, I believe Mark Cerny would have said it, but he would have explained why.
Hmm.
He didn't either. So I'm assuming that with backwards compatibility, that's going to be a major push. And they haven't announced it yet because why would they? Wait until you see the console and then
Hmm.
you get a full list of everything that comes with it. So I really hope that they're leaning heavy on backwards compatibility just because I would love to play some PS3 games that I didn't actually get to play.
Oh no, I mean I would definitely love the ability to go back and play PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 games again that I haven't really been able to play very much on the PlayStation 4 because you can only download some of the titles. I'd really like to see them open up as well some of the digital content from the PlayStation 3
Yeah.
to make it downloadable again on the PlayStation 5. Uh,
Yeah.
there's a lot of really fun party games and stuff that me and a lot of my friends really enjoyed on the PlayStation 3 to download. But for whatever reason, when the PlayStation 4 came out, a lot of these games never got ported over to the PlayStation 4. So there's a vast library of games, even digitally, that'd be very easy, it would seem like, to port over to the PlayStation 5 and fill up the store, where maybe you could say, okay, here's a section of PlayStation 1 games you can digitally download, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, maybe even sort it by console era and then see what all stuff was available.
Yeah, and they do have PlayStation Now, which they actually, as of yesterday, or no, as of Friday, they put the year subscription on sale for 25% off. So it's actually $45, and you get an entire year of PlayStation Now,
Oh,
which is a
wow.
really good deal. And that carries over past the presumed launch of the PS5. So whatever they offer, if it turns, like PlayStation Now is where you can play PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and already PlayStation 3 games. Maybe you can download them. Maybe it's only stream. I don't know how they're going to do that, but it seems odd that they're already like pushing it. They're heavily pushing it. It got discounted. It's never been discounted like this before. It almost seems like they're prepping for something, but it could also just be, hey, people are at home right now. Why not give them a year to play some video games?
Yeah, put it on a discount while they're at home, and then be like, "Oh, that is a pretty good price. I think I'll try that out."
Yeah,
One thing I'm really curious to see too, and you've suggested this in the past,
yeah,
is a bundle between PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus. Do
yeah.
you think we might see something like that happen on the PlayStation 5?
I think with Xbox and how they're handling Game Pass, absolutely. Because they have Xbox Live, they have Game Pass, and then they have Game Pass Ultimate, which includes Xbox Live. It would make a lot of sense if Sony just went ahead and did, PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Now, and then combined it to where they're both together for like a discounted price. So yeah, I absolutely do see that happening.
No, I definitely think that would be a smart call on Sony's part as well. So another thing they've changed up on the controller layout is they've changed the share button to the create button. Now,
Yes.
I tend to think that this is going to give you a lot more uh, options for editing on the fly instead of having to just save a 15-minute video. When you pull it up, it might give you options down below like, do you want to save a video? Yes. And as soon as you hit that, maybe have customized options to where it's like, do you want to save a 15-minute video? X. Do you want to save a 10-minute video? Square. 5-minute video? Triangle. A 1-minute video? Circle. And maybe something set up similar to that so you can still save and edit stuff quicker without having to go back and do so much editing after the fact because we're seeing a lot more people do streaming, a lot more people do video editing. Sometimes people just want to make cool videos to show to their friends, and if they have a really cool 30-second thing that they did in Call of Duty, they don't want to take a 15-minute video and look through it to find it.
Yeah. Uh, they could do something along the lines of using the quick resume, which they've already kind of talked about. They could do something to where if you hit the create button, it pauses your game or suspends it for a moment, and it switches over to the share factor, or maybe they rebrand it the create factory, and it's pretty much video editing software that they can pull up that's on the system that works with everything, and then it can go upload towards YouTube or Twitch or Mixer. Well, I guess not Mixer. Mixer is an Xbox thing, but they could integrate a lot of social media services and to make it much easier for people to create a video that could be a hit on YouTube or whatsoever.
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool. I definitely think they're going to expand on that this next console cycle,
Yeah.
especially now since Xbox is getting a share button essentially.
Yeah, and the Xbox did already have a button that acted as that, but it was just the back button. They integrated it to be a share button only because of what the PlayStation did.
Yeah. So I mean that's what I'm saying. I think they're going to expand it further
Yeah.
now that Xbox is doing the same thing.
Yeah, they're gonna have to if they want to stay on top.
So Zach, is there anything else that you really want to see out of the PlayStation 5 that we haven't seen or heard of before?
Other than backwards compatibility, which I'm not really like super like keen on, being able to play older games is fine. I'm really looking forward to the newer experiences. One thing that I really would like the PlayStation 5 to have is more of a user experience, and that's on the PlayStation Store. I would really like to be able to go on to the games page and it have integrated a forum or a community or having tips or walkthroughs or even trophies on games that are more than likely already out. So that way you can kind of just go to the page and everything is there, everything is integrated. And I feel like this is going to be a real thing that happens because of the mic that's on the controller. And it sounds like, and there was that patent last year of some type of assistant that you can like, like, hey Sony or hey PlayStation, and you can ask for help or something of that nature. And I feel like that would really tie into the ecosystem and have it all available on the store pages. That's one thing that I would really like, and something that Microsoft actually has, where you
Oh,
can
really?
click on the game and there's like user reviews, like actual written out words, user reviews that you can read from other Xbox players, and that would be something that would really benefit new people coming onto the PlayStation 5, or at least people coming from PS4 to PS5. That's something that I would really appreciate.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I think that's about all we got for this one, everybody. If
Yeah.
there's anything that you want to see personally that we didn't cover in here, leave it in the comments below. Until next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.